Welcome to Bullshit TV. I'm your host. Bear with me, y'all. Had a long night, but on today's docket, I'm your host. I am not a public defender, not an attorney. Never took the bar classes to even try to, you know, get into the shit like that. I just read the laws and I just put them together. And sometimes I don't agree with the laws because of the way they affect humanity. But today we're talking about the arrest made in the Tupac Shakur shooting. We don't know exactly what is going on. It's been a lot of speculations over the years since he's been dead. Um, we've grown to know Tupac Shakur, you know what I'm saying? Out there in California, with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and then they little tit for tat thing with the East Coast, West Coast drama shit, and then the shit with Biggie Smalls, R.I.P. to Biggie. But it has been reported arrests been made, but it's been a lot of speculations of who did what to Tupac when he was in that night when he was fatally shot and killed. So it's been brought to my attention by ABC that an arrest has been made. I guess a search warrant was executed back in the summer, like in late June or July, and now a few months later, now we're going into October. Um, Arrest has been made from my understanding, the arrest was made from, I guess, whatever was recovered in that search warrant. It's some guy named Dwayne. He's been arrested, and I guess he had written a book. I don't know how long ago, and stating that he knew who did this to Tupac. So the bullshit about this is we have to start speaking up on certain issues. Definitely when something like this is so long, because the way Tupac was that I keep hearing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he wasn't a perfect man, but he did to his best of his ability, and he has shaped so much shit during the world when he was here. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just keep letting stuff like this happen. Definitely in the rap community, if you know something, say something. You know what I'm saying? Because he could still be alive today. We don't know how far and how much he could accomplish um, during the time he was here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that said they was in the car when this tragic event happened, and they just now speaking up on it. And it's I also think I recall reading a little small article about a police officer that was on his deathbed that he said that he know who did this to Tupac or whatever. So it's breaking news. Everything is coming in. I'm gonna try to stay on top of this because it could have just been gang related, or it could have been so much bigger than this, and it was just set up the way it was set up because of the West Coast, East Coast thing that was going on. You know what I'm saying back then, and everything is. I mean, you can't get away with shit no more. Like you never could get away with anything, but nowadays you really cannot get away with it. And people, you know what I'm saying, they have consciences, and it eats away at them. You know what I'm saying? They want to be free of that burden or whatever. But it's bullshit that Tupac and his family. I believe that Tupac's mother is passed away. Um, don't quote me on this. You know what? I'm still here, y'all. Um, yeah, yeah. Tupac's mother has passed away or whatever, and it's sad to see that she won't be able to see justice for her son. I mean, she will in heaven in another dimension form, but man, like it's so much stuff that's going on, and it's kind of crazy that everything that was going on back in the day is starting to be revealed, and it's starting to be discovered, and it's starting to be, you know what I'm saying, put out in the thrusted out in the forefront, because we know there's a lot of bullshit that's going on in this world. Some shit never sounded right, and it never sat well with us. You know what I'm saying? We may say something about it, voice our opinions, or we just keep it bottled up, but it's a new day and age where stuff is going to get exposed in the in the shortest term that I could put it in, because this man should not be dead. Definitely, if it's over something petty, you know what I'm saying? And most majority of the time, it's over petty shit that get some of us in these positions that we are in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bullshit I see on it. You know what I'm saying? He still should be alive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he ever had kids or whatever, but it's, when all this shit happened, I think he died in '96. I was only like 5 or 6 years old on his passing, so I ain't really get to know Tupac. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's when I guess you start remembering shit when you get to like 4 or 5, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't know of him until probably the day of his death, to be honest, just like Aramis Oscar, aka Nipsey Hussle. But hopefully he can find peace. He's resting well, because there was a lot of speculations going on. Um, he did it. He's still alive, and he's down in Cuba, and all this other shit. And it's but it's people sometimes having a hard time accepting the death of people. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Still going through it a little bit, but sometimes people just want to make sense what don't make sense. Because a lot of times, it's hard to accept that shit. And it's like you living in a time zone where this type of shit happens. And you just be like, what the fuck? You know? But go ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna update y'all as the news roll in on why he was arrested. Well, because I'm only speculating. They found something in his house, or whoever house it was, that's under arrest because of the warrant executed back in June, July. You know what I'm saying? So Willie D, he's talking about it now. He's trying to get his shit set up, and I guess he's having a little, technical difficulties with the microphone and the video. But like I said, I really feel like it's a new day and age where shit that didn't make sense to us is going to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Time always tells, and monsters always, not really monsters if you think about it. It's just another fucking episode of Scooby Doo. You know what I'm saying? But I want to put out my prayers for Tupac and his family and whoever is still the, the still going through the shit of his passing, and not knowing why this happened and who did it or whatever. But I don't know how much closure you can get to for something like that, because it don't bring them back. But just a compassion and understanding goes a long way, and I'm here for it. So I try to update y'all later on in the day if anything new come out, but it's going to be probably on a hour by hour type of thing, because everybody want to get to digging and see what they can find, stuff get reported. But until next time, I'm your host. Y'all stay safe.